Employees, we were supposed to have our audit today, but Amick and Company needed a little bit more time because of our debt on the water plant. And they had a little bit more paperwork to do than what they anticipated, and they came last week to finish up, but they didn't want to rush and make a mistake, so they are not going to be here. They did not come tonight. Okay, we'll open the floor up to Chief Harvey.
The only thing I got is, you're gonna be, Carrie has drafted a contract, which you'll see, is that later on in the agenda, or?
Yeah, it's on the agenda.
Okay. He has drafted a contract for our newly hires to sign prior to sending them to the academy.
Okay, we can go on and do that right now while you're here, so
Okay.
that,
I've got a copy of those handouts, everybody, just show you basically what we're talking about. That's it. It's modeled on what Owensboro's doing, and, so it protects the, city's interest in training employees. It just requires repayment of training expenses, training costs, and it's prorated, in accordance with service, so.
I'll give everybody a little chance to, read over it, look at it, and see if you want to adopt this.
Yes, there's a motion to approve, authorize, and
Mhm.
adopt it as our contract. I'll make the next.
Okay, Slides made the motion that we accept this, employment training cost agreement. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Nathan. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Okay. Next, Chief Aders.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, you know.
Well, I do have,
Wait, just a minute, I'm sorry.
I did pre-pops, about 6 people the other day to start the process to hire another one. 4 of those 6 did pass, so we're gonna have interviews probably next week. And that's all I've got.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm gonna step up here so you can hear me, because my old age, I'm losing my voice, so, my guys like it fine. But, as I've expressed in the past about employees, I lost 2 last month in December. Luckily, this week I was able to hire one from Central City. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get another one or not, but I've enclosed in your package a letter if you've had time to look over it. And it was a request, and one of the big questions is, what's the pay scale for fire department? And once I tell them that, they lose interest, because there's more money out in the private sector. So what I'm asking for, and I figured this 2 or 3 different ways. I'm asking for a $4 an hour raise for my firefighters. And, going with other departments, and that that's not an out-of-line request. And one thing that, you know, I've always stressed is, once we get good people, we've gotta give them incentive to wanna stay. And that's why we lost 2 firemen last month, was because of the money. One of them went to a job making 19 something, the other went to a job making 21 something. And he'll top out at $25 or $30 an hour by the time he gets done. And I can't just go out on the street and hire everybody, and I know y'all get tired of me saying that, but they have made it almost as impossible, if not harder, than it is for Darren to hire police officers. Nobody wants to do our job anymore. So, I've sent their letter in there, and I hope you have had an opportunity to read it, and I hope you understand my concerns for, not my department, but for the city of Greenville. Because once we get good seasoned people, we've got to come up with some way or another to keep them. And, later on in the year, maybe, I'm not sure I can do it by next month, but I've looked back to our old personnel policy on when we started getting vacations and stuff, and they were upgraded, and that was back in the 80s. I'm working on an incentive package, and not only for my department, but for all the departments, that will give people an opportunity. They want to stay here. Once they get here, they want to stay here. And we've got to supply them with something, and longevity or whatever you want to call it. But and it's pretty much going to be cost effective for the city. It's not going to be a lot. Maybe an extra day or two here or there. And I'm working on that. So what I'm asking for is a $4 an hour raise for my paid firemen. That's where I'm at tonight.
I'll make that motion.
I second.
Okay, do we have any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Ruthie, did you want to say something? No. Okay, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay.
Thank you. And I want to let you get on, we voted or you all voted last meeting, or last month, to buy a new vehicle for the fire department. After talking with Kerry and the condition that our other vehicle was in, we declared it an emergency and Kerry cleared it through the Kentucky League of Cities, and we were able to buy that vehicle. And I actually got them down another $270 off of what they were asking price. So we've got the vehicle, and all we got to do now is get the letter and get the radio and lights and stuff mounted in it, and I greatly appreciate that. One other thing, and I think it's consensus to this council, that we want to do everything we can do to clean up our city. We have a complaint down by Second Baptist Church that I've been working on, and I was there today. They're working on the problem, but they're having difficulty solving the problem because they don't have the money to buy the county trash bags. So what I've talked to the mayor about, I've talked to Tommy about it, we can help these people out, and we have to do this occasionally, help somebody out that's having hard times. It beautifies the city, and it gives us a good word out on the street that the city is trying to keep things clean. We'd like to utilize the city's dumpster to put their trash in. And this would, and I've talked to the gentleman today, this would be a one-time thing. After we clean it up, they'll take care of it from there, or we'll wind up in court. So it's up to you all if you want to do that.
Can you say where exactly?
I'm sorry.
Is
Can
it the
you
old
say
man that
where
drives the
exactly?
van?
Oh, he's dead.
It's a house,
died?
it's
Yeah.
a house right next to Second Baptist
I know, that's
Church.
Mr.
On that
Wilson.
side?
He
Oh,
just
yeah,
died
it's probably-
recently.
So it is.
He just
Yeah,
died.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just died.
Yeah.
Didn't
He
he?
died
Yeah.
a few
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, he's-
Mr.
I didn't know he passed
But
away.
Mr. Wilson now.
Is it his
Oh, he
house?
is, the other guy?
It's just trash, yeah.
He's on trouble.
Oh, really?
Satisfactory with everybody?
Is that okay? Do I have the consensus of the council? I don't want, you don't have to make a
Okay.
motion, just the consensus of the council and,
Tommy
It's
said
okay.
that Tommy said they could start on it tomorrow. He said they could take the tractor loader down there and load it in it and run it over to the dumpster and mash it down and hopefully we'll get it cleaned up.
Yeah.
Crew.
That's neat.
And I am working on a couple of other problems down on that side of town. One of the old house, the old Grace house. I think when Vicky and them were here at the meeting several months ago, we addressed that, it couldn't anything be done because that was in an estate and, since then, her mother has passed away, so I'm gonna be working with Evelyn to try to get that lock cleaned up also. So, once again, thank you all for the support.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate
hey,
you.
wait, we'll do your surplus while you and, well, Darren were still here, we'll do the surplus vehicles that you all have.
Carrie has
And
all the
Carrie's got
information on
that, so we'll take care of that.
Like I said, I won't be able to hire one fireman this week. And by you all doing this raise tonight, Zach Shimwell, really good kid, highly recommended, very polite.
What about, Ricky Keys and,
He's my next one, what happened tonight to determine what was gonna happen with him, probably next week.
Good.
And of course, he wants to start out at that full pay, and he knows that. We will start him out probably at about $14 or $15 an hour. And the way we've always done it in the past, the mayor and I, when Eddie was here, and I don't think Shannon and I ever run into this yet, but, we raised them up accordingly and got them jumped up as quick as possible. So, it works out really good. I've also put on about 3 more part-time firemen, Ricky King being one of those.
Good experience.
And, I have a plan designed for our training. One day a month, I hope I'm gonna bring in all my paid firemen for 8 hours and work the part-time people in those other positions or shifts. And then I'll have an instructor there and they'll have 8 hours training. Because that 100 hours a year is hard to get. It is a pain to get that 100 hours a year, and they have to have that. So, I think it's all coming back together. So anyway, thank you all again.
Okay, and here we go, and both of your surplus vehicles, we're gonna take care of that now while you're still here.
Okay.
And you're still breathing and not,
Yeah, that's liable to change.
I know.
Following up on that, up for adoption is what's presented to you, we have to make a written determination pursuant to statute to declare to declare property surplus, and this is declaring vehicle surplus property. It's a written determination as to need or suitability of certain vehicles, more particularly described as follows. A is the 1995 Chevrolet S10, B is the 2000 Mercury Mountaineer. The determination would be as follows. 1, the vehicles are no longer useful in service to the respective departments or any department of the city of Greenville, Kentucky, because they are no longer reliable in service. 2, the vehicles were used by the respective departments in carrying out the duties of the respective departments. 3, it is in the public interest to dispose of the vehicles because they are no longer reliable in service. And finally, 4, the method of disposition is sale by electronic auction, with bids to be taken on the vehicles and the award to go to the highest bidder, with the city reserving the right to reject any or all bids.
So,
Oh, we would Need a motion to adopt.
Okay, Marcus, Ruthie, okay, any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion carries unanimous. All right, now, do you all have anything else?
That's it.
Okay, great, thank you all for your service, appreciate you.
Anybody else? See you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Have you got a copy of that for the minutes?
Okay, we have minutes from the December 11th meeting and the minutes from the January 2nd special call meeting. If everybody's had a chance to review those, I'd take Marcus,
I'll
Okay.
jump in on that one, but I'll make a motion if that's.
second. Okay, Sly, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay. And then moving on, financial.
In your packet, the Greenville financial report, the balance on hand, the first of last month was $500,525.60. Cash on hand plus receipts was $630,338.92. If you look back up just a little bit, we received, $11,183.40 in lieu of taxes. And we've collected $104,422.92 in property taxes so far. The disbursements, which y'all approved last month, were $185,382.27, leaving a general fund balance of $444,956.65. Are there any questions
Do we
about?
not have the comparatives from each year?
Yes, it should be,
Is there?
yeah, the blue one in your packet, just go down, it's not stapled.
I
It's,
thought I saw it, but I guess I misplaced it. So it's yours, I thought. There it is right there. Okay.
Yeah, the comparative, if you'll notice right here
at the end,
at the end, we had, and we don't have any grants going on or anything, so, last year, we had $1,142,983. This year, which is really good that we're still at $1,024,802. So, we're holding our own.
and we're actually waiting on $93,703.68 for our streetscape project that we've paid money out for. So that number is almost identical if you add those numbers back together.
Looking at the bills, I did not have a copy of that, so anyway, you can go ahead and tell, any unusual items?
We had our first bill where we switched to DMP for the gas. That's new on line 14. We paid for the lighting under the cabinets to Pogue Electric on line 32. We had our Kentucky League of Cities dues were due this month on line 21. And then at the very bottom, on the second page, is the Kentucky League of Cities y'all approved where we would have our general liability there. And that bill is on line 62.
And that's a big hunk of money. But as you know, we pay part of it, and then the utilities pays a small portion. So, because that's the same liability. But the one good thing about our liability insurance this year is, last year with the bigger name concerts that we had, the tourism had to take out another insurance policy that cost them, I think, about $5,000 to $7,000. the League of Cities liability insurance will cover that. They're covered, their big name acts, so they won't be out that expense this year. Also, with taking the League of Cities liability, they'll do trainings with the police officers. And, anyway, I think it'll be a good thing to, you know, to work with the League of Cities. I think League of Cities has some grants that we'll be eligible for by having their liability insurance with them, so,
Got a question,
oh, okay.
when's the last, are you aware of the last time they had an assessment? Because, you know, if things don't go right, got a lot of claims throughout the state, they would have an assessment for each municipality. Do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Okay. And you know, that's a random question, but I mean, it could hit us. I mean, there's a lot of claims throughout the city, because this is not quite like an individual insurance policy. It's,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
cooperative.
I really don't, do you know, Carrie? Have you ever been involved in something like that?
I couldn't tell you offhand.
Cause you've been with us for, and you
it
would
maybe doesn't
be,
hit very often. Maybe it's random, but I just a question that could be
Right,
important.
well, I mean, we haven't had insurance with KLC, I guess, until now, as I recall, right? So I don't, we don't have experience with, I mean, I don't have
In
experience.
event of like tornadoes or ice storms or things like that, that's where you would figure that you'd have a problem, you know, when there other places are having claims and they, I guess, give you a,
I can't remember,
penalty
from-
or-
yeah, I can't remember from the presentation how that got presented, but,
I don't know if y'all knew that or not. It doesn't really, I'm just curious.
but anyway, so, does anybody else have any questions?
Do you have to apply for those grants?
Yeah.
Or is it just be you're in a pool?
Yeah,
You
no,
still have to
you have
apply.
to apply, you still have to, but then they have people up there, just like Pad does, that will help you do the grants.
Okay.
And, so,
I
anyway,
just always think about like, I mean, bigger cities probably, but having a grant writer, and I just thought it'd be nice if you had way too many going out, maybe you'll get one, you know?
yeah,
no matter
yeah,
what they are.
yeah. I mean, you know, and
Just
that's
have
where,
something
you know, maybe, you know, as everybody knows, maybe they'll have a playground grant or something that we can update our playground or something. I mean,
Somebody's
that's
gonna
one
do
thing I'd like to see done is, you know, take some money, some of our parks money and help, you know. Cause just like somebody came to me the other day and said, you don't have any baby swings at your, you know, playground, so, you know, that,
I
and,
don't have a handicap swing either,
yeah.
and it's new.
If you go back not too long, it's probably in the minutes, a baby swing, it's been mentioned,
Yeah, yeah,
and
Yeah.
fixing the swings, but.
yeah, and that, yeah,
obviously-
oh, I know, and that's,
I'm just saying, it's.
yeah, oh, I know, but I mean, you know, I just,
But yeah, it'd be good.
that, yeah, but anyway, there's some things that need attention and hopefully they'll be done. Well, do I have a motion to pay the bills and accept the financial report, or does anybody have any questions?
I'm sure the 27 was the car,
Yes, Jerry's
car,
vehicle.
yeah.
Mhm.
That might be- Well, not line 27, but 27,000.
Is it all there now?
Hmm?
Is it all there in that car?
Oh, yeah,
I think it was pretty soon after the meeting last time, wasn't it?
it
I thought I
was,
saw
it was
pretty
one of
soon.
those things that being
They
an hour.
move quick,
Yeah.
they really do.
Huh?
They move quick. on
Heck,
stuff.
heck yeah, if they get a yes, they
They get a
move.
yes, they're gone out that door and smokes behind them.
Huh?
Smokes behind them.
Yeah, if you say yes, you get a smile and they
And,
run on like
Gone.
the road runner.
He's hiring people right now.
Yeah.
They're hiring people.
So, I mean, but they really have had a difficult time trying to get people on and this is the bad time of the year for, especially for fires, so. I think this was one of Ben's last acts, was his, doing the financial report.
I have a question about the Brisbane Park investment money. What is that invested in? Is that a Vanguard fund, or do you, anybody know?
It's an LPL, yeah, Vanguard.
Vanguard, okay.
Okay. Do I have a motion to pay the bills and accept the financial?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Okay. All right, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay. Anyway, down to old business, the TAP grant. I think Tori ran you off a report that Ben had written up about the TAP grant.
And that was just for the water treatment plant.
Oh, was it the water treatment? Oh, okay, she can, just for the new ones, to update you on our TAP grant. This has been a long process trying to get the third phase of the downtown revitalization done. So, anyway, you wanna
Yeah.
tell?
This is mainly for our new councilman, because I know that all of the rest of you have heard all this. But we are 98% complete on the TAP grant. The only thing that we're waiting on is the relocating of the utility pole by KU, that's down by Kerry Williams building. They have to move the old pole and put everything onto the new pole as far as the utilities are concerned, and then they have to remove the old pole. And then the contractor will finish the project and repair the holes to the underground storm drain, form up the rest of the sidewalks, lay the brick that's at the edge, and then they're going to excavate a spillway around and onto the Larry Young Way alley for in case of flash floods. So we are almost there. We're just waiting on KU.
So, anyway, we just got it. And then, a small amount of stuff to do. So, anyway, so that's the TAP grant. Yesterday I went to the moving on to Luzerne Lake and Dam. Yesterday I went to the utilities meeting, and I think they need about 5 good days to finish up the dam project. And, but they didn't come Monday, because they thought it was gonna rain, which it did. And, I think one of the issues they're having is enough dirt. Isn't that right, Carrie? Did you hear, were you there for that report? Yeah, and they're trying to get enough, dirt, and they might have to bring in some dirt to finish up the dam project. And, anyway, so, and then, they, just have a few more things to do, but they just need about 5 good days to finish up the dam. So we're a whole lot better off than we were 3 years ago, when we didn't have a contractor, we didn't have anybody to do anything. So, so with that project's moving along. The new water treatment plan, they've got a big hole dug, and they put in rebar the other day,
And you have a handout in your packet just mainly for review for the councilmen that were already with us, and for the new ones, it just gives you kind of a overview of what the project details and what we're doing as far as the water treatment plan and what it's gonna, what kind of output it's gonna have, and the construction. I also have I would call it a little leaflet that our new ones, I think our former council members that are new again, they had this already from Ben. So if you want a copy of this, I'll be glad to give it to you. It just talks about, it's kind of got a little picture on it and stuff. So, but I didn't make copies of all of that for you guys, because I knew that most of you had it already. So mainly that's just information for you to take home and look at, and if you have any questions,